Hi, Laurel. Welcome to your spotlight.
Hi, thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm glad we got to do this. I
Thank you for
know
having me.
we were supposed to do it a couple months ago, but we had a little bit of a scheduling issue, so we're doing it now.
Yeah, thanks.
So why don't you tell everybody who you are and where you're from and just a little bit about you as a person?
Well, my name's Laurel, and I live in the Bay Area in California, and I have two little girls, and a husband, and a dog, and I'm a hairdresser by trade, but I mostly stay home with the kids these days.
Nice.
So that's pretty much me.
Good.
Yeah.
And can you talk a little bit about what your relationship with your body and food was like before we started working together on Rock Your Body?
I would say it was very strained. Yeah, like I just had dieted and exercised for so long that I was just like really burnt out, and I knew that I needed to change something, but I didn't quite know how. And like my body, I was really frustrated with the way it looked or the way that it wasn't perfect, even though I had been doing all the perfect things for so long.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I was just like, I knew I needed to change something, but I just like didn't know how.
Mm-hmm. And how did you feel in your body? Sorry.
How did I feel?
Yeah.
I felt pretty uncomfortable. Yeah, like with the way that I looked. It was just like, stupid things like my stomach wasn't flat and it's still not flat. And it really bothered me at the time.
Yeah.
So I felt pretty uncomfortable. And yeah, I just, again, like frustrated that all of the choices that I was making that I thought were like really healthy, like restricting all these foods and everything. I was stressed out about the fact that like I didn't have this perfect health and, no pain and no anxiety and no sadness, which
Okay.
I realize is kind of ridiculous now, but yeah, that's where I was then.
Okay.
With my body.
So you were kind of like dieting and doing all this stuff in this quest for almost like perfect feelings, like perfect to feel perfect about your body.
It was like, I just kind of, for some reason, felt that like, okay, maybe my back pain is because of this. I need to keep cutting out more foods because obviously, like, you start dieting and it's like, oh, this is enough. But like the more you go, it's like, it's not enough. I need to like restrict more and do more so I can have more perfect health.
Yeah. Okay. So what was your relationship with food like then? Like, was it like stressful or what was that like?
It was super stressful. And I thought about it all the time. Like that was like one of the main reasons why I decided to try the program, because I was just like, I don't know how to not think about food.
Yeah.
Because and to not think about like exercise or my body. I was like, I know I want to not think about it. I just don't know how to not think about it. So that's why I decided, okay, I'm just going to try this because I don't know. Like I was already a little bit into like recovery and going to therapy and stuff for like disordered eating.
Yeah.
And and I was like, okay, I get it. Like I get what the problem is. And I can observe other people that are like on the other side, but I just didn't know like how to get there.
Okay. Yeah. And so what prompted you to want to change?
Well, initially there was one actual like aha moment. And that was kind of before I think I even discovered your podcast, but I had gone to a wedding and I was like completely miserable because I wouldn't drink anything and I wouldn't eat anything and I just like didn't want to have fun. And everybody that I saw there, I felt like they were like different than me. Like they got to have fun and like I couldn't. And I felt like I was separate from everybody. And that was like a big moment for me where I realized, oh, this is like not fun anymore,
Yeah.
So, yeah, because I was like, wait, I used to be fun. Now all I think about is like what I eat,
Yes.
So, yeah, so that was like a big aha moment. And yeah, just kind of led to a bunch of things, which led me to your podcast, which led me to this. But that's like the one big turning point I think of a lot.
Yeah. Okay. And we've come full circle now because now you're actually a guest on the podcast.
I know. Never would have thought.
So cool. So why don't you talk about what are some of the stepping stones that helped you along the way or that you remember as being important for your journey?
Um, I mean, probably people say this all the time, but I definitely think like the cleaning out of the social media was really huge.
Yeah.
Um, because yeah, it used to be kind of like, I don't know, something that I would look at and like wish, oh, look at these people with their perfect paleo meals or, their perfect CrossFit bodies or whatever. And it was something that was kind of stressful.
Mm-hmm.
But then I've like gotten rid of all that and I've filled my mostly Instagram feed with, like a huge diverse group of people, like not even just body positivity. It's like all kinds of different people of different colors and shapes and sizes and abilities. And it's just, that has been a huge, like a huge part of it because it's just like opened my eyes to so many different things in the world and makes me realize like how stupid like me wanting a flat stomach is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Like how that is, when it's like, oh, there's a much bigger world out there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing
Yeah.
how much that step helps. Any other steps that you felt like really helped you?
Like as far as like doing the program,
Yeah. Or in your life. Yeah.
Well, definitely like the coaching calls helped a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was like you were like an like objective third party that was saying like it's okay, just do that, just do what you want to do, as opposed to like a family member or a spouse or something who's telling you just eat it or just relax. It's like no, it's not the
Yes.
same as having somebody else say like, you know what, it's okay, just try it, see what happens.
Good.
And yeah, that was hugely helpful. I
Yeah.
don't know. It's just like there's so many different little things. Like the little letting go. Like the more you let go, the more, I don't know, the more it kind of snowballed, but like in a good way.
Yeah, yeah. One of the things I know for you, like, it was just having so much more time and space back in your life.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
seriously. I had like no room in my brain for anything besides, yeah, like food, health, body, exercise. And now, yeah, I have so much more, like I'm so much more present with my family. And
Wow,
that's really what I wanted. So
that's
that's
excellent.
pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm curious to know what your relationship with movement is like now, because I know when we started, exercise was like you had a kind of a tumultuous relationship with exercise.
Yeah.
What's it like for you now?
Um, well, I walk my dog a lot because I have a dog. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm pretty much like I pretty much have to be active because I have two little kids, but I definitely like I never used to lay on the couch in the middle of the day, and I do that like almost every day now. And I used to like go to the gym for a really long time, and then I would come home and clean, and I think I have a much better relationship with relaxing now. I mean, I
So
still
good.
do like formal exercise, but if I miss it, it's like not that big of a deal. Or, um, you know, if I'm too sore, I don't do it, which is something I never would have done before. I used to just like keep, like, I would just keep going and going and I would never stop. But now, yeah, now I have a much better relationship with rest and relaxation. I mean, it's kind of a slippery slope for me. Like, I know I have to like be careful
Yes.
with exercise, but I feel like all of the things that I know now, I can't unknow them, and I can't
Yes.
go back to like running myself ragged like I used to. So I definitely exercise, like I would say, like a normal person.
Yeah. Good. Good. What are some specific things that you notice about the way that you feel about your body now?
um, Specifically, let's see. Well, I definitely feel much more neutral about it now.
Hmm.
I I don't um like I used to feel like if something was clinging to my stomach or something, it would be really uncomfortable and I would wear clothes that were too big for me and stuff. And that's still like, you know, I I do feel like, ooh, I'm stepping out of the box a little bit, like if I'm wearing something that like clings to my stomach or something, but I feel much more relaxed and okay about it. Um,
Nice.
yeah, and I actually like often feel good about the way I look, which I didn't before. And I think also that's going back to like the changing what I see on social media helps a lot too, because, you know, when all you're looking at is like rock hard bodies, it's like, oh, this doesn't feel very good. But then you see like softer bodies that look really good. Now I actually can appreciate like the softer things about me.
Good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Anything
Mhm.
else that you feel like you've been able to do differently now?
Anything else I feel like I'm able to do differently now? Well, like to go out to eat and not have to look at a menu before I go. That's a huge thing. To not have to like plan my exercise around everything. I'm way more social. Like I go out and have drinks with friends and stuff, and I don't think about, going to the gym the next day or anything like that. So, yeah, lots of things. I mean, just being able to like enjoy my life and have fun.
Hmm.
And yeah, I mean, pretty much everything is different. And it's like, it feels so good to like be on this side now. And it's like, I kind of almost appreciate the experience I had before because I'm like, I can appreciate everything so much. Like when I'm just having fun with my kids and my husband, if I'm just like sleeping in on a weekend, which I never used to do, it's like, wow, this is so much fun.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate it because I didn't do it before because I would be like up at a spin class or something like that before I
Yes.
was awake. And then like
Yes.
cleaning the house, trying to make everything perfect for some reason.
Yeah. That's so good. I mean, it feels to me like you've let go of a lot of the pressure that you were just overall that you were putting on yourself.
Yeah, definitely. Like not just the body stuff because it was all mixed together. Like just the general perfectionism.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yes. That's what we untangle, right?
Yeah. And it's weird, like looking back on all of the things that I thought my problems were and how I thought that like more dieting and more whatever, whatever it is, Pilates or something was going to solve. Looking
Yes.
back on it, it's like those were actually like probably causing a lot of my problems. You
Yes.
So actually, like, I never would have thought that like eating pasta and like cookies and ice cream and like sitting on the couch would actually be like the answer to my problems. But it actually was. I mean, for me, it actually was because I was just so afraid of all of those things. Just
Yes.
was just gonna, spiral out of control if I enjoyed myself.
Yes. Yes. How did
Yeah.
it, was there like anything that helped you kind of overcome that fear? Like, because I know people talk about the messy middle part, and um, was there anything that like helped you to kind of get through that?
Um, I guess, I mean, besides a little bit of Lexapro, um, yeah, like I think just doing it in little increments, because
Yeah.
in the beginning, I went from being like strictly like autoimmune paleo diet,
Yeah.
which I don't even have an autoimmune disease, but like so being on this like super restricted diet to like
Wow.
eating a little bit of rice and being like afraid of what was going to happen to, it was like just little by little because now yeah, yeah, there were a lot of little steps in between. It's not like I just all of a sudden one day like changed everything. There was a
Right.
lot of little steps. And then also like as far as exercise went, like I kind of like pretty much quit exercise besides just walking for like a month or two just to kind of like break the habit.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, yeah, there were lots of little steps that led up to it.
Yeah, and you talk about being on autoimmune paleo. Like, I am positive in one of the like midway through or something, you called into a coaching call and you're like, I'm eating a sandwich. So yeah, you totally stepped away from that rigid
No,
frame of mind.
I have toast like almost every morning, and I'm always just like, I will never not eat toast. Like, never again. There is no reason why I would ever give up toast.
Yeah, that's so good. Well, you really put a lot of effort into it. Do you feel like there were any other highlight moments for you that you remember along the way?
There were so many. Like the Facebook group was great. Just like I just realizing that there were so many other people out there that were going through the same or similar things. Because I mean, a lot of us we were so different, in
Hmm.
what like our challenges were, but there were just different things that we could relate to with each other on. that was really helpful. Yeah, so that was pretty awesome. Smashing my scale was fun with the hammer. Still don't have a scale, so that's pretty nice.
That's good.
I don't know. As far as like all the highlight moments, it's so hard to like just, I don't know. It's because there wasn't any like huge, big bang, exciting thing. It was just like I was saying earlier, like realizing like, wow, I'm really enjoying my life. Like going on a vacation and just relaxing and having fun and sleeping in. But
those are big things.
Yeah, but they were big things that I wasn't enjoying before.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. There were just so many different good parts. Like, well, and writing in my journal, that really helped a lot. Just to, I mean, I haven't even written in the journal since I did the Rock Your Body thing, but it's so nice to like go back and look at it and it's like, oh yeah, there were so many revelations that I was having. So yeah, there were lots of highlight moments, but I can't like think of one exact thing right now.
Yeah, well, it's been a little while too, so it's interesting to hear like how it just seems like something of the past now. It's just like, all right, like this is life now, and I don't have that anymore. So
yeah,
it's not getting in the way.
Yeah, it's like how I'm just kind of like, well, I don't know. Like I'm just feeling like I don't really feel the need for as much self-help as I did a while back. And so that's the idea, right?
That's amazing. Yes. Yes, that is so good. Yes, I don't want you having to need self-help for the rest of your life.
Yeah, not that I never will again, but you know.
Right.
Just hopefully, you know, on this subject, I'll be able to like just brush up on things.
Yes.
I hopefully will never like spiral into some rabbit hole again because, yeah, like I said earlier, you can't unknow the things that you know.
Yes.
So, yeah, I can't go back to hating on myself.
That's good. So
now that I realize that it's all total like bullshit.
Exactly. So what does it feel like to get this baggage off your shoulders?
It feels great. It feels amazing. Like it feels like I wanted to feel when we started. You know, like I just wanted to feel like myself and fun and happy, and that's how I feel now.
That's so.
And yeah, like it's not like it was a magical thing, and it's not like it happened overnight, and it definitely was a lot of work. But yeah, I feel like a happy person. Like
fun girl again.
Yeah, I'm fun, but I also like have feelings that I experience, and I don't just push them down with exercise and looking at paleo recipes on Pinterest, you know?
Good. Yes. I just realized like we started, it was beginning of October, like late September. And so now it's June. So yeah. It's been like, 9 months.
Yeah.
So that's a significant amount of time.
Yeah. Like since I started, really getting into this stuff and kind of recovery or whatever and like anti-dieting and everything, it's been almost a year. I think that wedding that I went to was about a year ago. It was like sometime, maybe it was in June or something. So yeah, I think I've definitely come a long way in a year.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's so cool. But that's what I love about this is that to know that things just kind of have kept progressing for you and just you're just living life now. Like it's not even.
Yeah.
You're just doing you and your life.
Yeah,
that's
I know.
Great.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and that's so good.
It just seems so simple now. Like the things that I look back on, the things that I worried about. It's like, oh, why was I worrying about those things? That was stupid.
I know, but it's so monumental in your head at the time. Like it's like, in that moment, that was like the most important thing for you. Like,
I do have to say one thing that like, and I mean, I think that came from you and some podcasts and, things that I've been looking at online and like with all the stuff that's going on like politically here, I think that like the social justice aspect like kind of crept in and just made me realize like, oh, it kind of made me like check my privilege and realize that like all of these things that I'm worrying about like are really stupid. There's much bigger things going on in the world. There's more people with like, that are actually being discriminated against or, know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. There's real problems going on in the world. Oh, and like just the fact that, all of my body hatred is like rooted in like misogyny and all of this stuff that I've internalized. It's like, oh, I can't participate in that anymore.
Yes.
I have to stop. So yeah.
You did feminist artwork, didn't you?
I did do a little feminist artwork.
Yes.
Yeah. Just
that was awesome. Yeah, that was really
yeah.
cool. You did that with your daughters, right?
Yeah. We draw. Color.
That's great. That's so
They
good.
laugh at me for coloring like boobies or whatever.
That's good. Get them comfortable with seeing those images, right? There's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, I know. They're probably just going to be rolling their eyes at me in the future, but
all good.
For now, they think I'm cool, so that's good.
What's one piece of advice you have to other people listening today?
I would just say, just, wow, God, that's a hard question. What would I say? I would say just like let go of the things that you're afraid to let go of. Just let go of them and, just try it out and it'll probably be better. If not, you can go back to it. But yeah, just let go of all the worry and like the self-hatred and perfectionism and all that, if that's your problem.
Yeah.
Just let it go.
Good.
Stop being an F what other people think.
Yes.
And yeah. And take steps to make your life better because, it's not going to come from changing your body.
Yes.
You got to change your mind.
Yes. Well, and I want to acknowledge you for doing that for yourself too. You always showed up. You were really active. Like you did everything in the program and you were on all the calls. And so I think you put a lot of effort into it. It wasn't just like it happened by chance. It was you actively taking steps, pushing yourself outside your comfort zone, asking for help and working hard. So you've reaped the benefits of it. And I think that that's really important for people to understand is that, taking action and actually doing it is what's going to help you to really overcome any kind of hurdles that are in the way. It's more than just kind of thinking about doing it.
Yeah. Like I came from a place of like just feeling that I had no help and that I had no other options like to do things for myself because I had the 2 kids and I was home all the time and I just thought like I can't do anything for myself to like gradually just like asking for more help and making more time for myself and it's like just completely changed my life. That's been another huge thing, like asking people for help so that I can go on a coaching call or write in my journal or whatever I need.
That's so good. Yes. Good. Is there anything else you want to add before we close this out?
I don't think so. Just thank you.
Thank you. It was so lovely to see you, like actually see you. It's the first time I've seen you. And it's been such an honor and a pleasure. And thank you so much for taking the time to do this. I'm really glad we were able to make it happen.
Yeah, me too. After all this time.
I know. Rock on.
All right. Thanks.